I think Biden will resist it. They've put in so much into it already that and they just agreed to a new tranche of money and arms for Ukraine. It's as though they haven't really seen what the reality on the ground is, and again, this is all ideologically driven. This is what's so pathetic about it. The reality has escaped them, and they don't realize that. And I think we'll see this until there's a change in not only the U.S. leadership, but ultimately in the Ukrainian leadership. Right now, there's other than Zelensky under martial law, there just doesn't seem to be any other body that can make a decision unless he's ultimately kicked out and there is a new call for elections and a new government installed. Zelensky wants to have this far-fetched meeting in Switzerland, but it's all one side. It's what I have termed a pep rally for the Ukrainians. It's not a serious negotiation because they haven't even invited the Russian side to this so-called peace conference. And it really, when you think about it, it really makes the Swiss look stupid to even contemplate seriously of sponsoring such a thing when you don't have the other side represented. I don't, if they're supposed to be neutral and they're not giving that impression, they're not insisting upon both sides coming together, but instead only Zelensky and whoever else wants to that support Ukraine to come to that thing. If I were the Swiss, I would cancel it immediately. Even the Chinese, and increasingly a number of the BRICS countries, they're pulling out. They don't want any part of this charade. So it's going to be probably a show on the Ukrainian side where they get up and they act defiant and reject those terms. And so that once that happens, then the so-called peace conference is over, and we go on. So I just don't see anything realistic coming out of it. The way Zelensky has been carrying on, the fact that the United States has just poured in billions more for armaments to Ukraine, that doesn't give me the impression that much pressure is being put on him to begin to tamp down on this initiative that is going nowhere. And otherwise, he's just going to lose more. Ukraine will just lose more